Hi, I'm Alaina Franklin, a South Florence High School theater student, and today I'm reading The Witch, Cat, and the Broom by Amelia Creel with illustrations by Elizabeth Keaton. There once was a cat who was also a witch. She grew up always training and riding her broom. One day, the witch cat was flying through the air. The broom snapped into pieces and she fell. Luckily, her friend the wizard dog was there. He caught her and put her on the ground. Witch Cat was now sad. She had never been without her broom. The dog told her she should just get a new one. She was shocked when he said that. She could never teach nor fly another broom. Wizard Dog tried to convince her to do it. When he did convince her to do it to try and make her feel better, she did, and the broom flew everywhere, crashing her into things and hitting them in the face. The new broom already knew she had a broom before, so it didn't like her. The new broom left forever. The cat now had no brooms. Later that day, her friend Dog asked her, "Why don't we try to use magic to fix it?" "I never thought of that," she said. They were going to need a lot of magic to fix it, so both Witch Cat and the Wizard Dog put their magic together and cast a spell on the broom. "It's fixed," the cat said. "I knew we could do it," said the dog. The cat and the dog were happy again, flying through the air. As the saying goes, you can't teach a new broom.
Hi, we're South Florence theater students. I'm Sarah Danner.
And I'm Bryce Jackson.
And today we'll be reading to you The Mouse and the Pigeon by Janiah Salters and illustrations by Paradise Dover. One day, a pigeon was walking from the grocery store. Before he got on the street that led to his home, he saw a small mouse begging for a place to live. He decided to go to the mouse and see if he could help.
Why are you looking for a place to live, and where are your parents?
Said the pigeon.
I don't know, I woke up and they were gone.
Said the mouse.
Well, you can come live with me.
Said the pigeon.
I have an extra room in my house.
The mouse gathered his things and left with the pigeon. Surprisingly, the pigeon was good to the mouse, and they enjoyed living together. As the mouse got older, he decided that he wanted to help out animals just like how the pigeon had helped him. So, they both teamed up to open a shelter for homeless animals. As soon as the shelter was finished, the pigeon and mouse were ready to find some animals. So they decided that they were going to look for animals the next day. The next day, they got up very early to search for animals. What kind of animals do you think they'll find? While they were out, they saw a group of 8 rabbits sitting under a tree. They looked sad, so they went up to them to see if they needed help.
Hello,
Said the mouse.
you all look sad. What is wrong? I lost my job,
Said one of the rabbits.
and we're in search of a place to live until I can find another. Well, today is your lucky day. The pigeon and I just opened a shelter down the street for animals in need.
Said the mouse. While he and the mouse were leading the rabbits to the shelter, the pigeon looked back on how he had helped the mouse when he was half the size of how he is now. Now they are both helping a family of 8 rabbits find a new place to call home. Charity saves 9.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Leranda Saverance. I'm a South Florence Theater 4 student, and today I will be reading the fable, The Bear, Bird, Squirrel, and the Dog, written by Ronald Keeve and illustrated by Damaris Reyes Carcamo. The bear woke up to the bright sun and said, "I hope I get to eat today." He then started to hunt for food under the bright skies. After a while of looking around, he encountered a beautiful bird sitting on the grass. The bear stared hungrily at the bird, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. "Any moment now," the bear said. Just then, the bear saw his opportunity to strike, and as fast as lightning, he managed to hit the bird, flinging him across the ground and into a tree. The bird surprisingly managed to get back to his feet. The bear saw that this once beautiful bird was not so much anymore. The bird flew into the sky while also saying, "Bear, you will regret this." "Sure I will," said the bear in a mocking way. The bear seemed mad that his prey had escaped, but he saw that it was getting late and decided to go back to his cave. The next day, the bear met a squirrel. It was also a beautiful animal. They also fought, only for the bear to come out on top victorious. The squirrel could only retreat in defeat and shame. The next day, the bear encountered a dog who was also incredibly beautiful in many ways. This time, his opponent was slightly tougher, but the bear managed to win in the end, with the dog retreating very rapidly. A few years had passed since the bear fought them in battle. When he saw them for the first time in many years, he saw that they were no longer the beautiful animals that they once were. He could tell that they had fought many other battles after him, and the scars they had were proof of this. So if anything, it was only proper to call them ugly. "Beauty is a rolling stone," said the bear. The end.
Hi, I'm Max Falck, an honors theater student from South Florence High School, and today I'll be reading Watch the Roar, Monkey and Dinosaur by Elia Caesar, illustrations by Savannah Miles. "Monkey!" Dino screamed from across the field. Monkey dropped his bananas as he turned in fear. "I told you about scaring me while I'm eating, Dino. We've been friends for years, and it's like I tell you the same thing every day." Dino scooted by and picked up the bananas while whispering, "Thank you." "No! Put them down! Why do you do that? Why do you constantly keep doing what I tell you I don't like?" Monkey asked, looking worried. Dino smirked, looked away, and said sarcastically, "I have no idea what you're talking about." "Oh, you knew about that?" Dino said, looking worried. "Honestly, I've been a little jealous of you lately because you have all these bananas and I watch you do all these cool tricks with them all day. Not only do I not have any bananas, but I can't do the tricks because I have small arms." Monkey said, "Come on, Dino, I want to know what's really going on." Dino began to say slowly, "I haven't really been the best friend lately. I know that." "I know you have been stealing my bananas too. I wasn't going to say anything until you were ready to talk," Monkey said. Monkey giggled and said, "You know you could have just asked, right?" Dino looked in confusion. "Huh?" Monkey started to laugh. "You didn't have to steal. If you would have just told me how you felt or asked me, I would have given you bananas. And I would have loved to show you how to do the other types of tricks." Dino said, "I apologize for stealing and being mean to you after you told me you didn't like that." "It's okay. I'm glad we're able to talk about it and get it out of the way," Monkey replied. "Yeah, I don't want to lose this friendship with you," Dino said as he hugged Monkey. Love and war are soon parted.
Hello, I am Margarita Fajardo, a theater student at South Florence High School, and today I will be reading The Zebra and Elephant, Fable by Nicolai Rose and illustrations by Brittany Doyle. La Cebra y el Elefante, historia de parte de Nicolai Rose y ilustraciones de parte de Brittany Doyle. As Zebra was just waking up, he got a call from Elephant. "I have some good news," said Elephant. Both Zebra and Elephant had a chance to win $20 million a few months back, but they had to do 200 hours of community service. At the time they got the opportunity to win the money, they weren't friends. Mientras Zebra se despertaba, recibió una llamada de elefante diciendo, tengo buenas noticias. Los dos, la cebra y el elefante, tuvieron una oportunidad de ganarse $20 millones hace unos meses atrás, pero tenían que hacer 200 horas de servicio comunitario. En el tiempo que tuvieron la oportunidad de ganarse el dinero, no eran amigos. Zebra, in his selfish ways, had a cool idea to become friends with Elephant and make him do all of the community work and then take 75% of the money. Of course, with Elephant being the nice animal he is, he lets everyone take over him and agrees to help Zebra. The first day of community service, Zebra had to actually work to make it seem like he was going to do half of the hours. Zebra, siendo egoísta, pensó en un plan de hacerse amigos con el elefante y después hacer que él hiciera todo el servicio comunitario y después tomar 75% del dinero. Obviamente, el elefante, siendo el animal bueno que es, decide ayudarle a Zebra. El primer día de servicio comunitario, Zebra tuvo que trabajar para fingir como que iba a ser la mitad de las horas. Everything was going as planned, and after a while, Zebra started to make up excuses of why he couldn't finish up the rest of his hours. Elephant never thought anything about how the money was going to be split. Zebra even told Elephant that he was going to give him a bigger portion of the money since he did most of the work, but it was all part of Zebra's plan. Todo iba como planeado, y después de un tiempo, Zebra empezó a inventar excusas de por qué no podía terminar el resto de sus horas. Elefante nunca pensó nada de cómo se iba a repartir el dinero. Zebra aún le dijo al elefante que le iba a dar una porción más grande del dinero como él hizo mucho del trabajo, pero todo esto era parte del plan de Zebra. Therefore, the good news Elephant called Zebra about was the meet-up place to receive their cash. Unfortunately, Elephant wasn't able to be there, so he asked Zebra, who promised him half of the money, to drop it off to him. Well, Zebra went to receive the money and decided to take all of the money and leave town. Entonces, las buenas noticias de las cuales Elefante le llamó a Zebra era de donde tenía que recoger el dinero. Inafortunadamente, Elefante no podía estar, entonces le preguntó a Zebra, quien le había prometido la mitad del dinero, que se lo fuera a llevar. Y entonces Zebra fue a recoger el dinero y decidió llevarse todo el dinero y irse del pueblo. He left the elephant a note telling him this was all part of his plan, and on the back it said, "A fool and his money tells no lies." Elephant was so hurt and shocked that Zebra lied to him. Y entonces él le dejó una nota al elefante diciendo que todo esto era parte de su plan, y atrás decía, "Un necio y su dinero nunca mienten." El elefante estaba en inmenso dolor y en shock de que la cebra le había mentido. The end.
Hi, I'm Nicolai Rose, and I am a theater student at South Florence High School, and I will be reading The Rabbit, Duck, Fox, and Snake by Kervin Brand, illustrations by Kirsten Brown. Here it goes. On a beautiful summer day within a forest lived 3 animals, a fox, a duck, and a rabbit. One day the rabbit left to look for some food when she came across a large, long, and spotted snake. The snake asked, "Where are you going, little one?" "I'm looking for some food," the rabbit replied. "Well then, I must go grab a bite to eat myself then," hissed the snake. The snake came to the fox and asked, "Excuse me, but I'm looking for something to eat. Can you help me?" The fox nodded and turned around, but before he could move, the snake bit him. The fox cried and bawled, while the snake laughed and slithered on. Then the snake came across a duck swimming towards a rock. The snake hid behind the rock and waited for the duck to come. When the duck arrived, the snake hissed loudly, causing the duck to panic and run away. At nightfall, the rabbit was going back to her home when she came across the skittish duck and a bitten fox. "What happened here?" questioned the rabbit. "The snake came to our forest and bit me," the fox replied. "And scared me while I was swimming," replied the duck. "I met a snake earlier, and he was friendly to me," said the rabbit, "but I'll go look for him." While searching, a shadowy figure appeared in front of the rabbit. "Hello there," said the figure. "Where are you going at such an hour?" "I'm looking for a snake. Have you seen him?" replied the rabbit. The figure shook his head, but offered to help the rabbit if she came to his home. Before the rabbit could say yes, the duck came and shouted, "Rabbit, the snake!" The snake slithered away while the fox pounced on him and chased him out the outskirts of the forest. That night, the rabbit and her friends went home safe and sound, along with the rabbit knowing to beware of the root of all evil.
Hi, my name is Mary-Savannah Truitt. I am a theater student at South Florence High School, and today I will be reading The Bunny with a Dream by Zamira Sanchez and illustrated by Jacqueline Uskanka. Ever since she was a little bunny with ears too big for her tiny head, the bunny had always wanted to be a mail carrier. She used to wake up every day at exactly 7 a.m. to the jingle of the mail dog's collar as the dog trotted from cottage to cottage. The bunny would wiggle her way out of the pile of sleeping bunnies, just in time to see the mail dog neatly place mail inside her neighbor's mailbox. When the mail dog would finally make its way to her mailbox, she always stared. Up close, even in the dullness of the blue hour, the mail dog's hat looked polished, and the plaque pinned to the side of the dog's uniform shined. It excited the bunny, and she couldn't help but daydream of the day she could have her own uniform. When it was time to leave her family's cottage, she wasted no time to make her dream come true. The first thing she did was collect her uniform. She searched high and low for a hat that would fit her head just right, and a uniform that fitted her petite, fluffy body. Then she moved to a small town on the seaside called Bloomsbury. The town had never had a mail carrier, and the bunny was going to be there first. The bunny was determined to be one of the best. In order to do that, though, she had to train, and train she did. She woke up every day at exactly 5 a.m. and hopped down to her filing station. She arranged makeshift mail into the corresponding slots as fast as she could. Later in the mornings, the bunny practiced her sealing and stamping skills. Her fluffy paws gave her trouble when she folded the sealed envelopes. She never gave up. She cut the stamps into squares and stamped them at the corner of each envelope. A little crooked, but she persevered. Every other day, she ran around the neighborhood with a bag full of envelopes and heavy packages carried on her shoulders. The bunny timed herself on every run to see how much faster she had run from the day before. She followed the same routine for an entire year, always making sure she tried her best every day that passed. The bunny made sure she never got distracted, only taking breaks when necessary. "Won't you come and play with us, Bunny?" the chick asked one day. "You're always training. Aren't you tired?" There were times when the bunny would get exhausted, yes. Her feet tired from running and her wrists sore from stamping. The bunny's neighbors had even started to look at her oddly, amused by her hard-working tendencies. She didn't mind, though. She was on her merry way to be what she had always wanted to be. Soon, the day came when the bunny felt like her hard training had paid off. The bunny noticed that she no longer struggled to seal and fold envelopes. She had beaten all her previous running records, and she placed down the stamps with precision. The bunny was beyond elated. She ran to her room and pulled out her uniform from under her bed. She admired the polished surface of the hat and the plaque that sat on her breast of her uniform. She had done it. All work and not an ounce of play. It had all paid off. Now in the town of Bloomsbury, there was a mail carrier who never missed a day of delivery. The bunny's neighbors were impressed. They gave her small salutes every time they saw her strolling through the neighborhood. The bunny had achieved her dream. All work and no play is the best policy. The end.